Hello everyone, welcome to Josh Max channel. In this video, we are going to see for CBSE Max for grade 12 standard, chapter number 5, continuity and differentiability. So already in the last videos, I have uploaded the explanation of example 1 to example 10. So now in this video, step by step, I am going to explain the example 11. So example 11, find all the points of discontinuity. Okay, so find all the points of we are going to find out the point of discontinuity of the function f defined by. So what is the given function? F of x equal to x plus 2 and 0 x minus 2. So single function only, but as per the based on the input value, different functions, different functions we need to take on. Okay, if x is smaller than 1, we need to use the first function. If x is exactly 1, we need to use the second function. If x is greater than 1, then we need to use the third function. Okay, so what is given here? Given f of x equal to x plus 2. This function we need to use if input value is smaller than 1. And second function is 0 if x is equal to 1. And third function x minus 2 if x is greater than 1. Okay, so now using this if condition, okay, so where actually we need to test the continuity for the real line. So using this one, if you see if x is less than 1, here also 1, 1. So what we have to do is using this as a key point, you have to break the real line. Okay, what we have to do? We have to break the real line. Where we need to break? At x equal to 1, we have to break the real line. So when we break the real line, no. Now testing also we have to do it by parts only. If single function for f of x, if it is given only single function throughout the real line, only one function when we are using, then no need to check it by parts. Since we are having a different function, so we have to break the real line, and testing also by parts only we can able to check it. So first one, in case 1, we are going to check it for if x equal to 1. Okay, if x equal to 1 at this point alone. Okay, at this point whether function is continuous or not, we are going to test it. And in case 2, in this portion, if x is smaller than 1, okay, if x is smaller than 1, whether function is continuous or not, we are going to test it. In case 2, what we are going to take? If x is smaller than 1. And in case 3, this portion also we need to take. Okay, throughout the real line we are checking. So we need to complete for all the points. Okay, so here in this portion, if x is greater than 1, whether function is continuous or not, in case 3, we are going to test it. Okay, if x is greater than 1. Okay, so case 1. So while checking the continuity, now if the function is continuous, what are the things it has to satisfy? So at x equal to 1, no, if the function is continuous at x equal to 1, f of 1 value and close values of the 1 in left hand side as well as in right hand side values should be same. So close values of 1, if we have infinite real numbers, so we need to take the help of the limit in that case. Okay, limit x is approaching towards the 1 from the left side f of x value, and limit x is approaching towards the 1 from the right hand side f of x value has to be coincide. Okay, so we'll find out whether these values are same or not. If the values are same, we can say at x equal to 1 function is continuous. If values are not same, then we can say function is discontinuous. Okay, so case 1. What is the condition? If x equal to 1. Okay, so first one, f of 1. When x takes the exactly 1, what is the outcome? If x takes the exactly 1, what is the outcome? So which function will be suitable in this second one, right? So replacing 0. Okay, now left hand side. Left hand side close values of 1. So infinite count we have. So 1 by 1 and all we can't test it. Since when we are taking exactly 1, no, directly in the function it will be substituted. But here close to 1 in the sense I am not talking about 0, minus 1 and all. Close to 1, even when we round it, we have to get the positive one. Such type of close values only I am talking here. Okay, so such type of close values, okay, such type of close values, infinite numbers we have. So to all infinite numbers 1 by 1 and all, we can't able to find the result. What will be the outcome? So all together we can have it as a limit. So now limit x is approaching towards the 1 from left hand side. Okay, f of x. So left hand side close values, approximately it's 1 only, but anyway it is less than 1, right? So replacing f of x, if it is less than 1, which function is suitable? X plus 2. So replacing f of x with the x plus 2. Now applying the limit. So when we apply the limit, what is the outcome? We are getting left hand limit result as a 3. Now right hand limit also we need to find out. See, right hand side close values of 1, infinite count we have. Okay, but anyway, how it will be? It will be greater than 1. So our right hand side limit, no. So which function we need to replace? Third function we need to replace. So limit x is approaching to the 1, function is x minus 2. And when we substitute the limit, no, 1 minus 2, 1 minus 2 is minus 1. If you notice here, f of 1 is different value, left hand limit, right hand limit is not matching. So what we can say, left hand limit, right hand limit itself not matching. If this is 2, then we can compare with the f of 1. But these two itself not equal. So what we can say, function f of x is not continuous. That means discontinuous at x equal to 1. Okay, function is discontinuous at x equal to 1. Okay, so throughout the real line we need to test. At this point testing is done. So testing done, but it's not continuous. No, testing done, but it's not continuous. Now in this portion we need to test. If x is less than 1, whether function is continuous or not, we need to check. We need to test it now. So case 2, if x is, okay, if x is less than 1. See, if x is less than 1, how many values we will have? If x is less than 1, no, how many values we have in this? Infinite real numbers are like, so from 1 to minus infinite real numbers we have. So to represent all infinite real numbers, no, we can have a general way. So let small c be any real number. Let small c be any real number. At the same time, c should be smaller than 1. First, f of c value. What is the c condition? C should be smaller than 1. Then f of c will be, if it is smaller than 1, then first function we have to use. F of x equal to x plus 2. Then f of c will be c plus 2. F of c will be what? C plus 2. Okay, next one, left hand limit, right hand limit we need to take on. So left hand limit. See where it lies? It lies in this portion, right? So we are taking c here. The close values of c in left hand side as well as in right hand side. Close values, even when we round it, we have to get the c, such type of value. Suppose if it is minus 4, the close values of left hand side as well as in right hand side, even when we round it, we have to get the minus 4. So such type of close values, this side as well as in this side, it is smaller than 1 only, no? It's smaller than 1 only. So what we can do is, if it is smaller than 1, then we need to use the first function itself. Okay. So for both left hand limit and right hand limit, we need to use the first function. Now limit x is approaching to the c from the left hand side f of x. What is the first function? X plus 2. Now limit x is approaching to the c, f of x is what? X plus 2. Now applying the limit is c plus 2. Okay, now right hand side limit. So right side close values of the c also it will be less than 1 only. So now limit x is approaching to the c from the right side f of x. So what is the f of x replacement? Right side close values also smaller than 1. So f of x will be x plus 2 only here also. Now applying the limit c plus 2. So here f of c value, left hand limit and right hand limit is same. So when all three values are coincide, what we can say? F of x is continuous. F of x is continuous if x is less than 1. And next in third one, case 3, where we need to do the testing. If x is greater than 1. Okay, if x is greater than 1, whether function is continuous or not. See, greater than 1 also in this particular portion. Okay, in this particular portion also infinite real numbers we have. So what we are going to do is we are going to have a general name. Like for the case 2, how we done the same process. let small c be any real number at the same time. No, c should be greater than 1. C should be greater than 1. Now case 1, now first one, f of c value. C is greater than 1, right? If c is greater than 1, what value we need to use? If c is greater than 1, third function, x minus 2. F of x equal to x minus 2. Then f of c will be c minus 2. F of c will be c minus 2. Now close values of the c both in left hand side as well as in right hand side we need to check. But see, listen, here 1 and here we have a infinite. So between these only we have taken a c value, right? The closed values of the c in left hand side as well as in right hand side, it will be greater than 1 only. So for the left hand side limit as well, right hand side limit, we are going to use the same function only. Okay, f of x is what? So it is greater than 1. This side also greater than 1. If it is greater than 1, f of x has to be replaced by the third function, that is x minus 2. Now applying the limit, it's a c minus 2 we are getting. Right hand side also same way, same outcome only we are going to get it. Now right hand side limit x is approaching to the c from the right side, f of x. Now f of x is what? Limit x is approaching to the c, f of x is x minus 2 only. Now applying the limit c minus 2. So here f of c value and left hand limit and right hand limit is coincide. So f of x is continuous. Continuous where? Continuous if x is greater than 1. Okay. So now from above 3 cases, we need to write the conclusion. From above 3 cases, in case 1, at x equal to 1, function discontinuous. And here, if x is less than 1, function is continuous. If x is greater than 1 also, function is continuous. Then at which point the discontinuous happening? Only at x equal to 1. So therefore, point of discontinuity is x equal to 1. So point of discontinuity is, they're asking point of discontinuity only in the question. Okay. So point of discontinuity is only at x equal to 1 it's happening. So point of discontinuity is x equal to 1. Okay. So other than 1 throughout the real line, function is continuous. And here in a case 1, okay, in a case 1 if you have noticed, while finding the left hand limit and right hand limit, we use the different function. In the place of f of x, we replaced x plus 2. But here we replaced x minus 2. So in these cases, in left hand limit, right hand limit, when we are using the different function, no, so we must left hand limit, right hand limit separately only we need to work out. But in case 2 and case 3, when you see, okay, see in case 2 and case 3, left hand limit, right hand limit, when we check, we are dealing with the same function. See, f of x replaced by the x plus 2. Here also f of x is replaced by the same x plus 2. So in that cases, it is not compulsory to work out left hand limit and right hand limit. Okay, then what can be done? So instead of doing this way, so we can directly, okay, limit x is approaching to the c. I am not using any symbol. So when we don't use any symbol, it represents for both left hand side limit as well as in right hand side limit. So limit x is approaching to the c, f of x equal to, what is the f of x here? X plus 2. Right, replacing x plus 2. Now applying the limit c plus 2. Instead of writing this one, you can write this one as well. Okay, and similarly we can do it for the case 3 as well. Okay, for left hand limit and right hand limit, when we are using the same function, it is not compulsory. In that case, it is not compulsory to show each time left hand limit, right hand limit results. Okay, that's all children, this sum. Thank you. Thanks for watching. And in case if there is any doubts you have, you can leave it as a comment. I will respond for your comments. And please do subscribe. Thanks for watching.